Jumped out a plane, tried falling more in love with you. We missed the train each morning, and then we don't know what to do. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat too slow. 100 reasons I can think to be with you. So if we're drowning, let our love keep us afloat.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. I'll have to sink or swim.
It seemed to rain for days, I guess our hearts were pouring. We didn't keep the scores, this game we played, it ain't rewarding. It's like we changed our names and that's the reason we ignoring. We highly flammable, I guess we didn't read the warnings. So use with caution, cause girl we awesome. We gotta cherish this, it doesn't come along that often. Just stay for summer, guarantee you'll still be here in autumn. The love I got for you will never ever go to auction. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat too slow. 100 reasons I can think to be with you. So if we're drowning, let our love keep us afloat.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim. Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go, let me go under.
Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go.
I'll never let you, never let you go.
If we're gonna leave this ship, we're gonna have to sink or swim. Take my hand and dive in. I'll never let you go again.
I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim. I'll never let you, never let you, never let you. I'll never let you, never let you. Gonna have to sink or swim.
Yeah, yeah. Listening to my old songs back when I would talk about things that hadn't happened yet, but now I get to talk about. Just got back from South Beach, Collins Ave Shore Club. Always celebrating what I wanna see more of. Took my mom with me, let her soak up all the sunshine. Let her watch her rain stop, all because of sunshine. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm winning. 5 bands a show now, and you know it's going up. Plays in the millions, guess I'm finally blowing up. Oh, what the feeling. 10 years making beats. Patience tastes bitter, but the aftertaste is so sweet. Could've stopped at any time, wouldn't have believed this. People used to talk down, but now I got them speechless. That's what I call foresight, that's what I call manifesting. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's everyone sounding lazy. Am I the only one who does themselves on the daily? I don't wanna hear about these rappers with the same flows. Everybody cut, copy, paste, and where the game go. I remember when I was a kid that would've warranted excommunication from the game, now they rewarding it. Got me so glad I know myself. Moving to the rhythm of my intuition. Anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm waiting.
Shadows fall over my heart. I black out the moon. I wait for you to come around. You got me dancing in the dark. I've closed my eyes, but I won't sleep tonight. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Come with me, and we can kill a light, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, oh. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black. Nocturnal state of mind, children of the night, but it's the only way of life. It's black holes pulling me inside of this black heart, the black soul underneath this black sky. Baby, you should come with me. I'll take you to the dark side. Me and you and me, do bad things in the nighttime. Come with me, and we can kill a light, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, oh. Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black. Kill the lights, hit the lights, let it black out, hit the lights, let it black out, Blackbird, black moon, black sky, black light, black everything, black heart, black keys, black diamonds, black out, black everything, black everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, all black, everything, black.
Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Alright, so let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started off. So bulls are still gaining a little momentum on the MACD for now. Nice bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and a little bit of pullback here on the candle. Daily, bears continue to gain momentum for now with a nice, well, ugly if you're looking for it to go long. Bearish cross on the stochastic here, very clear. Neutral on the RSI, and looking like we have a bit of a bear flag going on here. It is making an attempt at bullish engulfing, but this is just looking like more of a bear flag than anything here currently. Bears are losing momentum on the 4-hour though, so that is looking nice with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI, now we're just consolidating here. Bearish control zone on the RSI for now. And yeah, definitely looking like we have a bear flag going on here until we see some more clear signs of reversal to the upside. This is looking a bit more bearish than bullish for now. Bulls losing some momentum on the 1-hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and just a lot of consolidation going on at these levels here. Alright, so let's take a look at Bitcoin and see how that's looking tonight. The MACD's looking a bit better on Bitcoin. That's the second week straight of bullish momentum building, with a very nice bullish cross on the weekly stochastic. Neutral on the RSI, and the candles could be looking better. We attempted to break above this fib level, and consolidated here, and now we just got a clean pullback. So, no break of the fib level and bounce off this fib level here. Let's see how the daily's looking. Bears are gaining momentum on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and same thing as total crypto market cap, looking like we have a bit of a bear flag. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that we're for sure going to pull back further, but it is looking a bit more bearish than bullish currently. So I'm going to wait for a little more information to develop over the next day or two. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the 4-hour, stochastic's coiled up. We were just oversold on the RSI, now we're just consolidating slightly above the oversold region. And a lot of consolidation going on the candles here, 4-hour bear flag. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the 1-hour, stochastic's coiled up, neutral on the RSI, and extreme consolidation going on the 1-hour candles. So, looking like the market's really attempting to decide what it wants to do here, but with the bear flag going on and the way that the daily looks, it's looking a bit more bearish than bullish for now. Alright, Ethereum. Bulls gaining a little momentum on the MACD for the weekly with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and Ethereum looks a bit better on the candles. We broke above the fib level, and then we just retested the fib level, so it's attempting to form support at previous resistance levels currently. Daily, bears gaining momentum, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. And it looked like a little bit of a bear flag, but Ethereum's actually looking a little bit nicer, just the way that we're bouncing off this fib level here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4-hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. We are still in the bearish control zone on the RSI for now. And looking like we have quite a lot of consolidation going on here. Bulls gaining some slight momentum on the MACD for the 1-hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation going on here on the 1-hour. Alright, XRP. The bulls are actually losing a bit of momentum on the MACD. We had 2 weeks of bullish momentum growing, and now it's kind of just flattening out in neutral. We're still cross bullish on the stochastic for now, and neutral on the RSI. Slight bearish engulfing going on the weekly candle here. For XRP, all that we need to do is hold the bottom of this pennant, and this asset's still looking nice though. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily. Stochastic is still cross bearish, but starting to coil up under the 20 zone. Neutral on the RSI. And a lot of consolidation on the candles here. The whole crypto market's currently looking indecisive, but based on a lot of the dailies and the bear flags that I see, it's looking slightly more possible that we see a move to the downside further, but I would wait for more confirmation before we really have a better idea on what's going to happen over the next few days. So probably over the next day or two, there'll be more information developing on the crypto market for most of the important assets that control the market, and then we'll have a better idea on what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. XRP gaining some bullish momentum on the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and we're attempting to bullishly engulf. So looking alright on the 1 hour at least. Alright, VVS Finance. We still have a slight bull cross on the stochastic for the weekly. A little bit of bearish engulfing, looking like more consolidation than anything on the weekly. The bears are still gaining momentum on the MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic for the daily. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and just looking like a lot of consolidation. The bulls are gaining a little bit of momentum on the 4 hour MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI. Now we're just hanging out in the bearish control zone for now, and making a small attempt at bearish engulfing on the candles, but still looking more like consolidation than anything. 1 hour, bulls are losing momentum on the MACD, stochastic's coiling up. Neutral on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the candles here. So, no immediate signs of rally on this asset, especially with the way that the total crypto market cap in Bitcoin is looking right now. But we are at a very, very nice accumulation zone for this asset. If we see a rally to previous all-time highs, the upside potential here is absolutely amazing. I typically aim for at least a 5x to the previous highs, so this is roughly between a 15 to 20x to the previous all-time highs, so great accumulation zone on VVS, plus the utility of this asset's great. I'll actually take a look at Polar quick while I'm on deck screener as well. Wow. Well, if you're watching this, Jesse, I bet you're having a great night. Polar's looking absolutely great right now. Bullish engulfing on the weekly above the past 5 weeks, so a bit over a month. And now we're attempting to bullishly engulf over the past another 2 weeks worth of candles, so looking very nice on the weekly. The daily's looking great as well. Nice bullish momentum building. We're currently cross bullish on the stochastic. We are slightly overbought on the RSI now, but after a nice little rally like we've seen here, it's really starting to look quite nice. Bulls losing a little momentum on the 4 hour. Stochastic is still cross bullish though. We were overbought, now we're just slightly under the overbought region. And 1 hour, bears gaining a bit of momentum, stochastic's coiling up pretty close to the 80 zone, neutral on the RSI. Oh, actually we're just very slightly into the bullish control zone. And looking like a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. We did actually have a 1 hour bearish divergence before we seen a slight pullback, then it came up, formed a double top, so I wouldn't really be surprised if it does pull back a little bit after the nice rally it had and the way that we have triple top going on here. Overall though, polar on the larger time frames is looking very nice right now. I'll take a look at sphere as well before I hop off deck screener, since I know that you're pretty big on this one, Jesse. Yeah, polar, or sphere I mean, is looking absolutely great as well. Very nice bullish engulfing candles on the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish momentum beginning to build on the MACD for the 4 hour. Stochastic is coiling up above the 80, but it is still cross bullish for now. We're not overbought on the RSI, so there's still more room to go to the upside on the 4 hour. And we are currently attempting to bullishly engulf. So overall, sphere's looking very, very nice. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastic is slightly crossing bearish now. Pretty close to overbought, but not quite on the RSI. And attempting to bullishly engulf on the 1 hour candles. Overall, I really like the looks of both polar and sphere. Alright, Dogecoin. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic. Very slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI, attempting to get up around neutral. And a lot of consolidation on the candles. We are attempting to break the fib level, but then it just pulled back down to a consolidation, so it's quite a big wick there. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Still slightly in the bullish control zone for the RSI after being overbought. And now we're actually attempting to bullishly engulf after forming both a higher low and a higher high. So Doge is looking quite nice on the daily. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And we are making a small attempt at bullish engulfing, so definitely looking alright. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and some bullish engulfing going on the 1 hour candles. Out of the cryptos I've looked at so far today, Doge is one of my favorite looking charts so far. And let's take a look at Shiba Inu and see how that's looking tonight. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, slight bearish engulfing on the weekly candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bearish cross on the stochastic, still neutral on the RSI, and very slight bullish engulfing on the candles here. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Still slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI. And quite a lot of consolidation here, making an attempt at bullish engulfing, but look more like consolidation than anything. Bulls are gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour candles. Very small bullish engulfing here, but look more like consolidation than anything. Out of the two, Dogecoin is definitely looking like it has higher chance of rallying, and it's at quite a lot nicer of an accumulation zone as well. So Dogecoin would definitely be my pick out of the two currently. if there's anything that you guys want me to check out for you tonight, just let me know. Alright, Quan. Bulls gaining a little bit of momentum on the MACD for the weekly with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And some slight bearish engulfing going on the candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, stochastic coiling up, bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the 4 hour candles. Bulls losing a little momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, stochastics coiled up but very slightly cross bullish, neutral on the RSI, and quite a lot of consolidation going on here. With most cryptos, it's going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and total crypto market cap. So whenever we start to see either a rally or pullback on those assets, we'll get a better idea on what's going to happen with a lot of these altcoins since they're just in big consolidations currently. Alright, Casper Labs. Bulls are gaining momentum for 3 weeks in a row on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic. We are in the bearish control zone still on the RSI. And a slight pullback on this weekly candle here. Bears gaining a little momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. And quite a lot of consolidation here. We did form a higher low though, so that's looking alright. After being overbought. So if we can see this turn around and form a higher high, that would be looking quite nice at that point. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, very slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI, and a large amount of consolidation on the 4 hour candles. Bulls gaining some slight momentum on the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and so far it's just looking like higher lows. If we can see higher highs form, that'll be looking quite nicer. Still looking like a lot of consolidation though, so we really want to see those higher highs form for this asset to be looking nice on the smaller time frames. Weekly is looking alright though. Alright, Alliance block. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastics cross bullish, but kind of coiling up a little bit. We are in the bearish control zone for the RSI, and so far it's just a higher low on the weekly candle here. Daily bulls are losing momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Attempting to bearishly engulf on the daily candles as well. Bears losing momentum on the MACD, and the stochastic is coiling up just around 2, so that definitely looks like it's soon ready to attempt a bullish cross. There is still more room on the RSI to go to the downside though if it really wants to, and we did just have some 4 hour bearish divergence before we seen this pullback happen. Bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI. We do now have some 1 hour bullish divergence though. So the candles are trending down like this, going from low to lower low, but the RSI goes from a low to a higher low. So that would be a bullish divergence, a sign of a potential reversal back to the upside. Alliance is also at quite a nice accumulation zone. As many of you know, typically I'll aim for at least a 5x the previous all-time highs. We're pretty close to a 6x to the previous highs here, so nice accumulation zone on this asset. As soon as we start to see more signs of a potential reversal back to the upside, I would probably be accumulating and going long on this asset. CRV, bears losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic, still neutral on the RSI, slight bearish engulfing on the weekly candles as well. Ideally, I would like to see this fib level hold, and if that breaks, we just need to hold above 1.89 roughly, a higher low above here. Still looking nice on this asset for the larger time frames. Bears are gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. Got quite a bear flag going on here, so definitely looking more likely that we do see a bit of further pullback. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI and we pulled back up above oversold. Now we're just consolidating slightly in the bearish control zone. And a lot of consolidation on the candles here. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD. A little bit of a bullish cross on the stochastic. We went from oversold on the RSI to up around neutral, and now we just got a lot of consolidation going on. So definitely looking like we could see a bit more pullback before this really begins to rally again, but based off of the accumulation zone, I really like it. And it's starting to look alright on the weekly. As long as we don't break below here and form a lower low, this asset's looking quite nice on the larger time frames. Alright, Hex. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bullish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and some bearish engulfing going on the candles here. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. We pulled back up to neutral on the RSI, and just consolidating here on the daily candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross. We were just oversold on the RSI. And now we're attempting to bullishly engulf on the candles. So the 4 hours looking alright. And the 1 hour as well. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. We do actually have some 1 hour bullish divergence, so that's looking nice as well. We go from a low to a lower low on the candles, but a low to a higher low on the RSI, so that's a sign of potential reversal back to the upside. So Hex is one of the nicer looking cryptos currently, especially on the weekly. I like how the bears are losing momentum with that bullish cross. And it looks like it's really trying to respect the 786 fib level. It's just wicks below here, there's no clean break, and it's starting to round out. So as long as we get a higher low, still looking great for Hex. Alright, so let's take a look at precious metals and see how gold and silver is looking currently. Gold's looking pretty nice on the weekly. The bulls are losing momentum, but the stochastic is beginning to coil up, so it's potential that we see a bullish cross coming, and I also like the looks of the bull flag going on here. Bullish control zone for the RSI as well after being overbought, so I'm liking the looks of that. And we were just consolidating in a long channel here since about July of 2020. So once we broke out of here, it made an attempt at breaking previous all-time highs, pulled back into a bull flag, and now it's looking more likely that we're going to see another attempt at breaking the previous highs, and if we do, go into price discovery mode and potentially get a very nice rally. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and we're making a small attempt at bullish engulfing, but looking more like consolidation than anything going on here. Four-hour bulls are gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. All we really need is a higher high on gold, and it's very likely going to get a very nice rally at that point. So gold is looking alright currently. Definitely one of the nicer assets currently. Bulls are gaining momentum on the 1 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and some bullish engulfing going on the candles. So, we'll see over the next several days if we get that higher high, and if so, I really do like the looks of gold currently. And let's take a look at silver and see how that's looking. Okay, bulls are losing momentum on the MACD, bearish cross on the stochastic. Very nice double bottom though before we see an attempted rally. Broke above the fib level, now it's really respecting the fib level here. We just got wicks below it, no clear break. And look like we have a bit of a bull flag going on here on the weekly candles. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. And I really like the way that these candles are rounding out here for the daily. Same thing, it's just wicks below the fib level, starting to round out, and now we're making a small attempt at a rally here. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI. And lots of wicks here, attempted to break, came back up, wicks, and now attempting to rally. Bulls attempting to gain some momentum again on the 1 hour. Stochastic is cross bullish for now, bullish control zone on the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the 1 hour candles. So the difference between gold and silver currently is silver's at a much nicer accumulation zone. Typically the 618 fib level is where I'll begin to accumulate an asset that I'm bullish on. Gold is already above the 236, so that's too far gone for me personally to accumulate. So it's about roughly a 2x to previous all-time highs, so for precious metals that's alright. And if we do see gold begin the rally, silver's likely in for a very nice rally as well. And let's take a look at the US stock market and see how the indexes are doing today.
Let me take a step back. Let me take a step back.
Alright, S&P 500. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And now we got a little bit of bearish engulfing going on the candle here.
Let me take a step.
Bears gaining some momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. Well, lots of consolidation going on the daily candles here. Looking like the market's not really sure which direction it wants to go currently. 4 hour bulls gaining a little bit of momentum on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold slightly on the RSI, now we're coming back up to neutral, but we're still slightly in the bearish control zone. And a lot of consolidation going on here, but I do like the way that this is starting to round out. Bulls losing very slight momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, stochastics coiling up. Still slightly in the bullish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation going on the candles. So the Nasdaq and the S&P, they both wicked down to this fib level, and then they started to bounce back up. So for that, both the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones look slightly nicer than the S&P. The S&P doesn't look horrible, but ideally I would like to see a higher low above 4,141. And now let's take a look at the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq. So the bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. We are cross bullish on the stochastic, but it's beginning to coil up. Neutral on the RSI. And this is the wicks I was talking about. We just got 2 wicks to the fib level here, then started to round out and attempt to rally. Bears are gaining a little momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And a lot of consolidation going on the candles here. Bulls gaining some slight momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI for now. And a lot of consolidation, but I do like the way that this is starting to round out here on the 4 hour. Bulls losing a little momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour with the stochastic coiling up. Neutral on the RSI, and very slight bearish engulfing on the candles here. Alright, now the Nasdaq. Bears losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and same thing as the Dow Jones, just 2 wicks down to the fib level here, then started to round out. Ideally, I'd like to see a higher low above 13,130. Bears gaining a little momentum on the daily MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. Really respecting that fib level. I like the looks of this on the daily. And starting to round out, so I'm also really liking the looks of that. It does look like there's a slight bear flag going on the daily though. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI, and now we're just really consolidating on the candles here. Bulls losing some momentum on the 1 hour MACD, stochastics coiling up, neutral on the RSI, and extreme consolidation on the 1 hour candles. So the US stock market currently looks really indecisive, so going to need to wait for a little bit more information to develop before we have a better idea on where the market's going to be going in the coming days and weeks. Alright, so Tesla. Bulls are getting momentum on the MACD for the weekly with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish control zone on the RSI for now. And a lot of consolidation on this week's candle. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bullish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the daily candles here. Bears losing some momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and just consolidating here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a pullback to around $1,000, but as long as we hold the 236 fib level, Tesla's still looking great. At the very least, I'd like to see the 618 hold, which would be, or the 382 I mean, which would be $769.50. And as long as we keep those higher lows, still looking great. Ideally, I would like to see the 236 fib level hold though around 950. Alright, Amazon. Bulls losing some slight momentum on the weekly MACD, cross bullish on the stochastic but beginning to coil up. And looking like some slight pullback on the weekly here. Bears gaining momentum on the daily MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and some bearish engulfing going on the daily candles here. Bears losing very slight momentum on the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone still on the RSI for now, and a lot of consolidation on the 4 hour candles. Bears losing momentum on the 1 hour MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI. Pulled back up slightly from the oversold region, but we're still in the bearish control zone. And a lot of consolidation here. Yeah, Amazon could be looking nicer on these smaller time frames, and I don't really like how we're losing bullish momentum on the weekly with the stochastic beginning to coil up like this. So I'd definitely be keeping a close eye on this over the coming days and weeks. Alright, Nintendo. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and it's looking like we are making an attempt at breaking below the fib level here. Bears gaining momentum on the daily MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI, and extreme consolidation at the fib level here. Bears losing momentum on the 4-hour with a bullish cross. Neutral on the RSI, and we are attempting to bearishly engulf below the fib level, but still holding for now. Bulls losing a bit of momentum on the 1-hour with a bearish cross on the stochastic, pretty close to the bearish control zone, but still neutral for now. And a lot of consolidation on the 1-hour candles with an attempt at breaking below the fib level here. If we see the US stock indexes continue to pull back further, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a pullback on here, especially with the bearish cross on the weekly stochastic. Alright, Costco, one of the nicer looking stocks currently. Bulls gaining momentum for 2 weeks in a row on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We are now slightly overbought on the RSI, but we are bullishly engulfing above the fib levels currently. Really nice candle here today on Costco. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for 2 days in a row, bullish cross on the stochastic. Quite overbought on the RSI for the daily though, but this candle just looks absolutely beautiful here. Nice clean breakout from the fib level here, and now it's just a very nice candle here for this day. Bulls are still gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4-hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Overbought on the RSI, but still bullishly engulfing on the 4-hour candles. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the 1-hour. Very slight bearish cross on the stochastic. Quite overbought on the RSI. And little attempt at bullishly engulfing, but looking like a lot of consolidation going on the 1-hour. So out of all the stocks I've looked at today, Costco's definitely the nicest looking out of the stocks. I like how this is just consistent higher highs, higher lows, 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 and now we just went for higher highs again. So this is a very, very nice strong uptrend that Costco's in. If we start to see a slight pullback on the RSI, I would be careful though, because then we would see some weekly bearish divergence form. Alright, Cardano. Bulls gaining momentum for 2 weeks in a row with a bullish cross in the stochastic. Very slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI. And I don't really like the way we just bounced off the fib level here. Got a nice rally up, attempted to do a break. Just wicked above the fib level, came back down. And then got a little wick here this week, and then just bearishly engulfing now. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross in the stochastic. Bearish cross here, neutral. Looking like we may have some slight bearish divergence as well before we seem to begin to pull back. And now we got a bear flag going on here on the daily. Bears losing momentum on the 4-hour MACD, very slight bullish cross, bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation on the 4-hour. Bulls losing momentum on the 1-hour with the stochastic coiling up, neutral on the RSI, and extreme consolidation on the 1-hour. So, not really the nicest looking crypto currently. Definitely would want to wait for some more confirmation moving to the upside, because this asset has looked more bearish than bullish currently. Alright, OMI. Bears losing momentum the past 2 weeks. Stochastic coiled up pretty low, below the 20. We are in the bearish control zone for the RSI with bearish engulfing on the weekly candles though. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross in the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and a lot of consolidation. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross. Very small attempt at bullish engulfing, looks more like consolidation than anything, and we're very slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI, attempting to go neutral. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastics cross bullish. Bullish control zone for the RSI. And we are making an attempt at bullish engulfing on the 1 hour candles. Smaller time frames aren't looking horrible, but I would definitely wait for some more confirmation on the daily and weekly before longing this asset. If we do see a nice clean bullish cross in the stochastic with bears losing more momentum and maybe some bullish engulfing beginning, it'll start to be looking nicer at that point, especially if the RSI goes neutral.
She was so sublime, super fine. She was never lying, strutting in the heels or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does.
Alright, AION. Bulls gaining momentum the past 2 weeks in a row. Bullish control zone on the RSI. Or bullish cross on the stochastic, I mean. The RSI is very slightly in the bearish control zone, but pretty close to neutral. And we're attempting to bearishly engulf on the candle, but so far it's just a higher low. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bearish cross on the stochastic. We were just overbought on the RSI, now we're pulled back to neutral. And looking like maybe a little bear flag here, just a lot of consolidation. Bears are losing momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. Stochastics cross bullish, but starting to coil up. Bearish control zone on the RSI, and extreme consolidation on the 4 hour candles. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastic is beginning to coil up quite a lot, so looking like it may attempt to cross bullish. Neutral on the RSI for now, and quite a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour. No immediate signs of rally, but I do like the looks of this 1 hour stochastic. If we see that cross bullish and some bullish momentum starting to come in, maybe it'll start to look nicer over the next few days. I do like the looks of the weekly though. As long as we don't form a lower low, this asset's still looking quite nice and primed for a potential rally. And this is a very high risk altcoin. Not really any utility to it that I know of. I just like it based off the technicals. If we do begin the rally, phenomenal upside potential. It's roughly a 7x from where we are to the previous highs we've had. And previous all-time highs is just crazy. This high is 4.25, so that's like a 42x roughly from where we are. And the previous all-time high is up around 1230 roughly. It's I think like 120x, something like that roughly. So if we were to ever see those previous all-time highs, absolutely crazy risk-reward ratio on this asset. But even the previous highs right here, about a 7x, that would be a great return. So I'd probably sell about 15 to 20% of my bag at this level just to remove the risk. Take the initial investment out, so it'll just be all the house money running at that point. Alright, well if there's nothing else that you guys want to see tonight, I'll probably call it a night here. Alright, have a great evening everyone. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.